If you come across this video is for any psychiatric nurse practitioner student, and also for any psychiatric nurse practitioner who has graduated but is wondering what to do in terms of taking the ANCC examination. I passed my exams, and I just want to use this opportunity to touch bases with individuals that are looking forward to going into applying for the ANCC examination. My little advice or suggestion to you is, I know a lot of people talk about the fact that it is an exam that it's difficult, and I know some people talk about the fact that the NCLEX, the RN exams, was more difficult and this wasn't. Personally, I found these exams more difficult than the NCLEX exams, but hey, I did it my first trial, so why not? Anybody can do it as well. Yes, I have more responsibilities now. I'm more busy now. I have a lot of things going on, so maybe that's contributed. But I want to say that this is an exam that if anybody want to take it, they have to be mentally prepared for it. It's an exam that you need to have that mental readiness. You just don't get up and do this ANCC psychiatric board certification exams. First of all, you need the college that you attended to send your clearance to the ANCC. I finished school in May. My degree was conferred June 30th, 2020. And I wasn't prepared to take the exams. I wasn't even studying for the exams. But I found out that when I was ready, when I started thinking, let me get prepared for the exams, it was more than I thought it was going to be. I was then lost. I was then confused. I didn't know the materials to use. I did not know where to start. So first of all, I want to say that when you are in your last two classes, you need to start thinking of how to take your board exams. I would not suggest you start studying for because you can get distracted. Gone are the days where you could take the ANCC Psych NP-BC exams before your graduation. Not anymore. They changed that. The ANCC regulations changed. So to take the board exams, you have to get a college you attended. Like I said, you have to have your degree conferred, and then the school have to send your verification to ANCC that, hey, we know this person, he or she did graduate from here, he met or she met all the requirements for taking the board exams. Yay! At that point, ANCC will approve you. By then you have already applied, paid your application fee. It is $3.99 if you are not associated or affiliated with the American Association. Then it's $3.99, I believe. And then if it's not, if you are, then it's $2.99. It depends. So that being said, 1, you graduated. 2, 30 days later, your college conferred your degree. 3, you apply. At that point, you apply to the ANCC to take the board exams. At that point, you also have to get a school to send your official transcript over. They do it electronically. Electronically. No, not you can do it by mail or by electronic. So once they get the transcript, official transcript, they get your what's the name? The verification clearance, your clearance. You are good to go. At that point, ANCC will send you your authorization to test email. When you get that authorization to test, that is your confirmation that you have been cleared and you are ready to go and sit for that board exams, you know. At that point, with the authorization to test, you go and schedule yourself. You have 90 days from that date of when you get the authorization to test to go and take your board exams. At that point, if you are not ready, you can be changing your date back and forth however you want it till you go and take the other exams. Okay, if you don't pass the exams, you are given 60 days from the date you last took it to resit for the board exams. Okay, when you pass the exams, ANCC, just like the Board of Nursing, when we take the NCLEX, the Board of Nursing sends you a certificate in the mail. That's the same thing. ANCC will send you the golden ticket. The golden ticket. I have mine. I don't feel like getting up, but I probably should have brought it here to show it to you. So you get your golden ticket, and the golden ticket comes with your PIN that you have taken you are accredited, you are board certified. Next, when you pass your exams, you have to find out from your state board how to apply. In Maryland board, you have to fill out the application. You must have a mentor, somebody that will mentor you for 18 months. That's the requirement. You put that person's name, address, I believe it's address, but you have to find somebody. The person I used, Board of Nursing, told me they did not meet the criteria. And then I asked them of another person who is one of my preceptors for my very final class, I believe. Yeah, no, my last but one class, pediatric class. So they told me this person also is short 3 months to meet the 3-year margin. I believe it's 3 years before they can be 3 years before they can be eligible to serve as a mentor. So that's what happened to me, and that's what Maryland does. With that application, so Maryland Board of Nursing or your Board of Nursing, like in Maryland, my Board of Nursing, Maryland Board of Nursing, will give you your certification or your your licensure. You have to add a $50 money order. I would not suggest that you put $50 money order because you want to be able to track it. I did the money order thing, and I don't think it was helpful because if they lost the application, then how do you track it? Because when I try reaching them through email, because they are working virtually, no one is in the office, they told me they did not have my application packet. And I tried to track the money order. I couldn't. I bought it. Excuse me. Maybe if I bought it from the bank, like cashier's check or something, that would have been okay. But I went to the post office to get a money order, and I would not encourage you to do that. They told me later on I should just put my checkbook, my check. So that's what I would do. If I'm you, anybody, use your check, personal check, because that you can track and know who cashed it. You see where it went. And I think so that is it with the Board of Nursing. After that, you also have to apply to CRISP online. CRISP is the system where they verify prescriptions. Let's say a patient came to you, you want to prescribe Clonopin, Xanax, anything like that. You want to put their information in CRISP and find out if this patient has been ordered any controlled substance recently, how much, what's the duration, things like that. So that is a safety precaution system that is used to track medications. Okay, next thing is you also apply to the CDC, Center of Medicare. That's how you get paid. So you apply for that. That application costs $120 in Maryland. I don't know about your state, or if it's the same across the state, the country. I don't know. But yes, that was $120, and it will tell you it takes 2 to 4 weeks for you to receive it. I received it very quickly. You also have to apply NPI number. Medicaid application, when you get that number, you will now use that number to apply for your DEA. Your DEA is what gives you authority to prescribe drugs or medication or psychotropics to patients. So the DEA cost is $88, so almost $900. Okay, that's also when you're able to do it. I haven't done mine yet. It takes 4 to 6 weeks, but I'm telling you my experience as of now. Then you have to also get practice insurance. Hopefully I can get a job, full-time job somewhere. That would be great. If I called one insurance, the insurance company that I got my insurance from, practice liability insurance through them while in school during clinical period, I was paying like $140, $150 for the whole year. So I was like, hey, why not? Let me call them. When it expired last October, I did not apply or renew it because I was out of school. Funny enough, I called them, and boy, it is expensive. Having psych nurse practitioner licensure is a different ball game. It is very expensive. I was told if I am having the liability insurance as an independent contractor, the quote they gave me was $1,100 a year. But if I work with an employer and I am a W-2 employee, then that will also be a different quote, maybe $300 or $200 less than $1,100. It was about $900. That was the quote they gave me. So before you get out of school, start thinking about it. I wasn't. It took me months. I was like September. That was when I was thinking, oh, the kids are going to go back to school, and boom, I'm going to start studying, because I was studying when they are in school. September came, and voila, they are home due to COVID-19. Okay, so that brought a little stress on me, like, God, how am I going to do this? So I started getting stressed about it. So I took a couple of review courses, but I want to let you know, you do not have to pay as the amount of money I paid. You don't have to pay $2,000, $1,500 for no psych nurse practitioner review course. You don't. Okay, the 3 things that I would say was helpful to me was, you see, the textbook, the ANCC purple book, okay, the review book. You need that book. 2, you need to go to ANCC website and buy their ANCC IQ practice test. The IQ test, you have domain 1, domain 2, domain 3, domain 4, domain 5. Yes, and they have 100 questions also behind the purple book with rationales. Then when you come to ANCC IQ, they also have the domain quizzes, plus they also have 100 question timed quiz there. And these are questions that are modeled. The way the ANCC exams questions are, they are similar to those. So reading, and then you also have the opportunity to take them over and over again till you feel comfortable. At a point, I didn't think it was necessary for me to be taking them over and over again. The expectation was when you start getting over 90%, then you are good to go. So because after taking it a while, it's almost like you are memorizing the answers. And so at that point, I didn't think it was a good measure to use to measure my readiness for the actual ANCC board exams. So that one, I would recommend the purple book to you. And I do have a purple book PDF that I can give out free if you reach out to me through my EPA Worldwide email. I can do that. You can also reach out to me on Instagram, EPA_Worldwide. And so the ANCC IQ exam domains on their website, you pay for that. That is $125. So you pay for that, you buy the textbook, but like I said, I have the PDF form. If you don't mind having the PDF form of the textbook, I can give it to you free. I also made use of the Quizlet. I also can provide you with a Quizlet also, and at no cost to you, by the way. And you probably will even have the one I modified, the one that I added stuff to it, kind of corrected some of the questions and stuff like that. My suggestion, however, is don't go right away and start studying the Quizlets. No, you go to Quizlet when you are ready, when you feel like, oh, I have studied enough and I'm now getting the understanding and the concepts. Otherwise, I would say it would be useless for you to go straight to the Quizlet and start studying the Quizlet. No. Okay, so reach out if you want more information. Otherwise, I will say adios. Like this video, share with your friends and your classmates. Subscribe to my channel. My channel is mainly about me sharing my experience and my experience with parental alienation, trauma, and overcoming and raising awareness on the effects of mental health as a result of parental alienation, how it can affect your children, the victims involved, and everybody else, and the family as a whole, and what we can do to end parental alienation or disengage from parental alienation tactics. Thank you all and have a wonderful, wonderful evening.